joy, and stillness. Experience each cell of your body being filled with love, joy, and stillness. You can focus on the area you are healing and feel love, joy, and stillness in that area. Feel the healing take place. Because the inner healer is always working towards health, and now our subjective communication is going to help the healer do what we want, help in the way we want healing to take place. Tell the healer that even when you are later on not communicating, when you are busy with other activities of your schedule, the healing is going to continuously take place. The healing will progressively happen. Feel love, joy, and stillness in that part and also in other parts of your body. Feel your body light, healthy, and happy. You can also thank that part. You can also thank the healer for listening to your commands. You can thank that part of the body so that it listened to you and it helped in the healing. You can remain in this state for a few minutes. In your inner self, you have the capacity to be in total health. You have the capacity to take care of yourself, of each and every part of each and every cell of your body. Each cell is filled with love. This is your and you have the capacity. Pain is no more there because new cells have come. New cells are healthy. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll close our eyes. Take a few deep breaths. Relax. Experience the silence within. Experience the stillness within. Whichever part you want to work on, whichever part you feel needs to be healed or taken care, you can focus on that part. Tell yourself in your own words, the part which was ill, or the part which was a good experience. Okay? Whatever, suppose you are having a leg ache, or right now if you are having a headache, or whatever you're feeling tired, or even if you are not having anything, if you are healthy, but you can be more healthy. You may say, right now I don't have any problem. But you can be in better health so that you are able to do better things for yourself and for the society. So, yes sir, can we do body as a miraculous instrument of God? It's a miraculous creation of nature. Whatever you call it, God or nature, it doesn't matter. Whatever you say. So with this little background, we will have this little exercise. We'll have a small exercise of doing subjective communication. Okay? So, subjective communication is nothing but you're telling your inner healer, you can give it any name. Here, we call it, say, your inner self. You can call your inner self. Outer self, we all know. You can call it your inner self. And then, you can tell your inner self to heal. To heal. So, what do we say? We just say, I'll just say it and you'll close your eyes and feel it. Okay? That experience of the body. Do we feel the body when we are in deep sleep? Even if the body is in pain, because we have been detached. You must have seen if you had slept with a bad headache or something, but you had a peaceful sleep. There was no headache, nothing. But the moment you get up in the morning, oh, headache. It starts. So the attachment, the identification the mind has with anything, it can create. That is why with good thoughts, it can create a wonderful world. With bad thoughts or negative thoughts, it can create a disaster, it can create... Imagine if, that is why we talk about collective consciousness. When 1,000 or 10,000 or 1 lakh people have positive thoughts, then do you think any problem or any illness or any bad thing can remain in the world? No. But then what do we do? What do the media people do? The world is going to come to an end. The world is going to come to an end. This disease has no cure. This disease has no cure. Earlier it was says TB had no cure. No, now TB has become like a cough thing. Yeah. Cancer has no cure. Now people say, no, some types of cancers have cure. So your conviction will give results. So my basic purpose is not to talk about diseases or health, because there are other good doctors, there are websites and everything will tell you how do you get, what is diabetes and the symptoms and the complications and what treatment. Here, my main focus is to be in perfect health. Discover the perfect health yourself. So that treat your... Madam, please stop. Please remove the rose from your hair because I'm allergic to it and I'm sneezing. So she said, but they are not real roses. They are plastic. The moment he heard they are plastic, his sneezing stopped. Mindset. Sometimes we go to a doctor and I'm so anxious. I've got similar patients. I've got some examples. The patient is so anxious. The doctor tells nothing is wrong with you. You are going to be okay. That minute the patient hears and he is half cured. You all must have experienced it personally or with someone in your relations or friend or someone. So that is why we say mind is so powerful.
Like a sleeping pill.
Healers also take same.
Yes. Yes. All healing takes place there. But now, if we know this, we can become our own healers. Imagine if all of us in this area know that I am the best healer. Do you think I'm going to suffer that the way we have suffered? I'm not saying, see, the body is a machine. It will have its own wear and tear. But the mind gets attached to that wear and tear and it magnifies or it multiplies. You getting me what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And this you must have experienced. What happens in the night when we go to sleep?
Body rest.
There is no background. It's a very simple background. It's a very simple logic. We all know that there is a lot of wear and tear happening in our body. We all know that the cells have a lifespan. The red cells and the white cells. Nowadays everything is available. Even if you are not a medical person, you know this. So the blood circulation takes place, the cells die and new cells come. Okay? The bones wear off, new bone cells come. The skin wears off, new skin cells come. Okay? So those cells which were infected with a disease, whether you had a bad pancreatic cells which were having diabetes or some bad heart cardiac cells who were diseased, they are repaired. So the new cells have come. So the new cells, do they carry the infection? Do you think that they will carry the infection? The water is flowing. The water, just to understand, I'm giving an analogy. The water is flowing and the stagnated water is no more here. The water which was here in this area some time ago is no more here. It has flown to that side. New current of water has come. Then do you think that water which has come will carry any dirt, any impurity? It's already gone. In the same way the cells have gone away. The new cells have come. Then how can we say that the disease is there? But it is there. It is there. I'm feeling the pain. My blood report shows a high sugar level. So what do I say? Ma'am, you're talking all rubbish. It doesn't work this way. I know. That's what you and me will say. But what happens? It's interesting to know that the mind holds on to that illness. See the power of the mind. That is why in our earlier slides we spoke about the mind power. The mind has the capacity to feel the illness even if it is not existing. The mind has the capacity to give its occurrence in pathological reports. There are many examples like, someone has an allergic sneezing bouts because he's allergic to roses and all, or some such perfumes. So there's a very interesting example which was quoted by our founder of Tate Gyan Foundation during one of his discourses. He said a man walked in and there was a function and a lady was having rose flower in her head, and the guy came and he said, I just give a little bit of a medical subjective communication. Okay? So before we start the subjective communication, so understanding this inner state, this Anandmay state is very important. All the healing, if you understand that, because all the healing, whether you take medicine or you don't take medicine, whatever you do, the healing takes place here. So, going further, we'll do a little bit of this in touch with your own self. That intensity and that of disease, of this ease as we call it, your ease has gone, becomes less. You are more in less. So that is the perfect way. That is when you have discovered this being of experience. Those who have this big fall, skin eruptions of it, and you go to a dermatologist. The dermatologist will only take care of the skin. It won't take care of what is happening in your mind, what is happening at your psyche level. So we need to understand the history of this part. I'm having a piece as one piece. This one piece, you can't segregate, you can't cut it into pieces and say, if I'm having a headache, okay, you go to a neurologist. The neurologist will take care of it. But the body is one. Where will it go to? So, when you understand the breathing problem, okay, then you go to a chest specialist. Then the chest specialist says, oh, you're having stomach problem, this is not my area. And then if you're having, go to a gastroenterologist. Then you go to an endocrinologist. Okay, I'm having a stomach ache in every hole of the mouth. Then there is no chance for the water to go. And the water has to be in. Because it has to be a very holistic, complete approach. Till now we have, in fact, all the sciences need to combine and work together. Because in the modern era of specialization and super specialization, if I say stick approach, then because here we are plugging in slowly, this would have a very whole. So I have done at least take health camps also. But there are people who tell me, what you're talking all this? I am practicing good food and eating habits from say 10 years. What about your mind? Yeah, but I do get angry. I do shout. So those two holes also needs to be plugged. I'm also a yoga consultant. But still, I plugged in one more hole. I plugged in one more hole. I'm taking care. So